I'm Brian McLaren. Thanks for being part of this quest for a new kind of Christianity.
So what are you playing?
I'm just kind of messing around, improvising, really.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me a little bit of Chapter 8, the future question.
Yeah, that's right. It's a chapter about eschatology, our understanding of the future. For a lot of people, it means, do we believe the Bible predicts the future, that kind of a thing. And you're right, it is a little bit similar to a song, because for a lot of people, to believe in God means to believe that history is like a song that's already composed, already written, and the notes are just playing. Whereas I'm proposing something kind of different in the chapter.
Well, in the book you use Jonah as an example of this.
That's right. The book of Jonah is so interesting because Jonah makes a prediction about the future. But God's hope in giving Jonah this prediction is that the prediction will not come true. And in fact, it doesn't. Mm-hmm. So it tells us that predictions are actually more warnings than they are foretellings of the future. The other interesting thing about Jonah is it's the only book in the Bible that ends with a question. God asks a question, as if to say, at the end of this book, the future is open. And that's really what I believe we need to consider now. Not that all of history is a done deal, it's already determined, but that we're actually participating with God in the writing of the song.
Well, this is a pretty strong point because it seems to contradict so much of the eschatology that's out there now. The last times, or 2012, all these kinds of predictions that people have.
Oh gosh, people get obsessed with these different predictions, and there are charts and maps that tell the future. You know, I think this is based on a number of profound misunderstandings of the Bible that I go into in the book.
Well, in light of the Left Behind series, eschatology, 2012, why do you think this is important?
Well, for so many people, they get into these bizarre predictions and they get obsessed with all these charts and figuring out who the Antichrist is and all this. I think that's just a profound misunderstanding of the Bible. I think this issue is so important because if we have an eschatology of despair, if we believe that God wants to destroy the world, then why are we going to get involved in taking care of the planet? Why are we going to get involved in working against poverty? Why are we going to get involved in trying to stop wars? I mean, a lot of people think God wants there to be wars, and so anyone who works for peace is actually going against God. I mean, that's where this idea of a determined future is so destructive.
This seems more like a co-creation model.
Well, I call it a participatory eschatology. We're participating with God. And so, you know, the song is going along. And if you say, what comes next? Well, the answer is, let's find out. Let's be part of it. Let's see where the song is taking us. Let's work with God in the creation of a beautiful, better future.
So how does it end?
Well, any musician knows that the purpose of a song is not to get it over with. This obsession with ending it, that's not how a musician thinks. A musician wants to feel the song and enter it and let it go where it's going to take us. And so maybe the best answer to that is that with God, the creativity never ends, the inspiration never ends, so the song never ends. And that to me means that there is nothing but hope and nothing but a bright, beautiful, beautiful future.
Mm-hmm.